What's up guys, I'm TotalFC7 and welcome to a transfer deadline day football video where I will give you my thoughts on all the transfer deadline day transfers and throughout the whole transfer window what happened. But first let me know, what do you think about the transfer deals? There have been some shocking big huge transfers today. Let me know what do you think about that. Are you happy with your club's transfers? If not, who else should have your club signed? I will do a Liverpool separately because I have a lot of things to say regarding the Liverpool's transfer window. So that video will come tomorrow. Let's start with the biggest shock that Manchester United paid Anthony Martial £36 million, which could rise to £58 million, which is just mind-blowing. They paid just an astronomical amount of money for a 19-year-old French kid, a teenager who only played 52 competitive games, and he scored 8 goals last season in league, the same amount of goals as Divock Origi, who is playing for Liverpool, and that's just amazing. I knew that Man United will make a striker signing because they sold Hernandez, they loaned out Januzaj, which is both very strange for me, but I expected a big name player to come in and not a teenager, and this kid will have huge pressure on his shoulders, and he is a big talent, but I don't think he's ready to carry Manchester United on his back for a whole season. Oh boy. And also there are some very interesting reports coming out that Manchester United bid £50 million for Royce, and Dortmund said their asking price was 60 million, and they refused to pay that additional 10 million. And it just blows my mind that Man United refused to up the Pedro bid by 2 million, and they paid only 19 million instead of 22 million, or 20 million instead of 22 million, and Pedro went to Chelsea instead. I just can't understand why Man United haven't done their striker business earlier. I mean, they sold Van Persie for peanuts, for £3 million. Also, they let Falcao join Chelsea, which I can understand, but they also sold Nani, they also sold Hernandez, and they let Januzaj go on loan, and they only bring in this kid, Martial, and of course Memphis Depay. They will be very short up front. So I'm just amazed by this transfer, honestly. Martial is a great talent, but they needed a ready-made player who can score 10, 15, 20 goals this season, because Rooney is playing his worst football of his career at the moment. So let's look at other clubs. Chelsea signed 2 new players, Papi Djilobodji from Nantes, who I've never heard of, I will be honest guys. And also they signed another centre-back from Reading, I can't find it here, but yeah, Chelsea tried to get Marquinhos. They had 2 bids for him, rejected. Of course, John Stones, they bid 4 times for John Stones, but they failed to get him either. And I don't think Jose Mourinho will be happy with Chelsea's transfer. The only big player that they signed is Pedro. So I think Chelsea also need a lot of work to do. They started this season terribly, only have 4 points from 4 games. Arsenal, another club which I'm just absolutely baffled and amazed with the amount of money that the Arsenal fans spend, and with the amount of money that the new stadium generates. You would think that now that the stadium is built and that the loans are paid off, they could spend big. And they are the only club in the top 5 leagues who hasn't signed an outfield player for the whole summer transfer window. They only signed Petr Cech for 10 million, and that's it. I expected a striker or a defensive midfielder to come in for Arsenal. Surely Wenger can see that this team needs reinforcements. What happens with the Arsenal if Coquelin gets injured? Who will protect the back 4? And what happens when Giroud and Walcott will get a dry spell in front of goal? They can't expect Alexis Sanchez to carry this team on its back for the whole season. So yeah, very strange that Wenger hasn't decided to spend money. So yeah, both Arsenal and Man United and Chelsea have reasons to be disappointed. And I think Tottenham tried to sign Berahino twice. They bid for him on deadline day. West Brom refused both times, and now Berahino tweeted that he will never play for West Brom again, which is, I think, a really foolish thing to do. We don't know what went on behind the scenes, and it should have been discussed behind closed doors. Berahino shouldn't have gone public with this. Maybe they made him some promises that they will let him go. But Tottenham, they desperately needed another striker. Yes, they signed Heung-min Son from Leverkusen, but he was a very good player, but they desperately needed more firepower because Harry Kane on his own won't score enough goals for Tottenham. He's already feeling the pressure. And they refused to meet the valuation of West Brom, which was 25 million, and I don't think in today's market 25 million is a lot of money. And Tottenham again short up front, so very interesting. Virgil van Dijk went to Southampton from Celtic, who is a centre back, for 11.5 million, which is a very good signing for them. Also, Funes Mori went from Liverpool to Everton for 9.5 million, which is another very good signing for Everton. They needed this transfer. Aaron Lennon also went to Everton for reported 3 or 4 million. And West Ham, I think West Ham did the best deals. They signed Alex Song on a season-long loan deal again. They signed Jelavic from Hull City, and they signed Michael Antonio from Nottingham Forest. And I'm really excited to watch Antonio in the Premier League. I loved him on my Nottingham Forest career mode, and in real life he scored 15 goals for Nottingham Forest last season. Glenn Murray also went from Crystal Palace to Bournemouth, and Bournemouth needed another striker, so that will be very interesting to see how it pans out. Julian Lescott went from West Brom to Aston Villa, and Watford signed Ibarbo. So Ultimate Team Premier League defenses, rest in peace. I mean, everybody on Ultimate Team, I guess all the kids will build Premier League teams with Ibarbo on the wing. Also, Yedlin went to Sunderland on a season loan from Tottenham, which is very interesting. And Victor Moses also joined West Ham. So Moses, Alex Song, and Jelavic and Antonio, 4 deadline day signings for West Ham. I think they did the best deals. Thiago Ilori went to Aston Villa with an option to buy, which I'm very angry about. I will talk about this and all the Liverpool other transfer deals in tomorrow's video. Ilori and Markovic shouldn't have been sent out on loan. They are 2 of the best young players in European football. When we signed them, Rodgers was saying that they are the 2 of the best young talented players, and now we are sending them out on loan. Why? When we have so many games to play, I just can't understand. Also, Nathan Dyer went from Swansea City to Leicester City, and I think I talked about all the major transfer deals. Let me know what else I haven't talked about in the comments below, and what do you think about these transfer deals. I think the best transfers that a club did was Manchester City, who signed Raheem Sterling, Otamendi, De Bruyne and Fabian Delph, and they added 4 very good players, 3 world-class players and a very good player in Fabian Delph, to an already world-class squad. So I don't think, if Man City and Pellegrini don't fuck it up majorly, they will walk the Premier League this season. Seriously, they are that strong. They have 2 brilliant players for each position. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this transfer deadline day special video. See you later, guys. Goodbye.